Okay, welcome to my nail channel, Living with Long Nails. I'm going to do a product review. I don't usually do my own nail care. I usually go to a nail technician, a very good nail technician that I've been with for at least 10, 12 years. But I bought this the other day because I'm changing my nail colour for this channel more regularly than I can get to the nail salon. So I wanted to try this. It's Nail Polish Remover Dip and Twist by Boots. I think it was $1.99 or $2.99 for it. It wasn't that expensive. And it was just something that I wanted to be able to use to dip. You can see the size of my nails. So I'm just going to do this. So inside, obviously, you've got the sponge and the hole in the middle. So let's have a go. So dip and twist. Don't know how many times to twist, but oh, okay. In fairness, there's just one coat of polish on here and I didn't use a top coat either, so I would expect it to come off pretty easily. So a couple of dips and that's done, except obviously the length of my nails means that this bit I'll need to use the old method. So, but at least this does it quicker than the other way I was doing it. So, because sometimes it's just about getting the bulk of the stuff off. I usually use acetone-free nail polish remover, and this doesn't say that it is actually, so I may get some drying and my nail technician will probably tell me off, so sorry Kim. I hope I'm not ruining the acrylic on my nails, but because I'm going to be doing some recording later on today and I don't want any colour on my nails at all, because that seems to be very popular with you guys, which is kind of nice. So, and now for the big one, the thumb. So dip and twist. I don't know if you can top up this container with your own nail polish remover, so that might be a thing, but in general it's pretty good. So that's that hand. Obviously I've still got to do these bits, but I'll do the other hand first and then I'll come back to that. So dip, twist. The sponge is pretty, it doesn't sound as if there's much nail polish remover in here, to be honest. Maybe I need to shake it up a bit. So I'll just screw this back on. Screw that back on. I can't hear the liquid moving, but I can feel obviously that it's in there, and the sponge does feel saturated, so let's go back. That one's more or less done. So yeah, this is one of the issues with having long nails. Standard products don't always do the job. So maybe if this tube was slightly longer, this container, then it would work better for me. But they probably thought most women have nails. I think most women have nails that are down here that finish probably just a bit over their nail bed, but my nail bed is quite long anyway, so you've got that plus the length. I think they're now at about, I don't know, 7.5 or 8 centimeters. Dip and twist. I suppose you need to make sure that it's agitated against the sponge that's in there, otherwise it won't come off, but that's not bad. As I say, it's a lot cleaner than I thought. Just hope it doesn't dry out my nails, but I have got some acetone-free standard nail polish that I will use to take the remnants off. So okay, that's the 10 of them more or less done, and that wasn't, I didn't even time that, so but a couple of minutes, I suppose. So for a quick nail polish change, that's pretty good. So that's the Boots one. This is also a Boots one, and this is how I traditionally used to, when I used to do my nails myself, how I would traditionally remove my nail polish, but I always went for acetone free, and that was even before I started to have acrylic overlays. So I always heard that the acetone free one was better. So I'm going to just put a tissue down because I don't want to get anything on my silver mat here. So I'll just put this down to absorb any drips that I may get. Some standard cosmetic pads, and I know that I'm going to need quite a few of these, so take those out. And I actually saturate as much as possible this, so it's almost fully saturated. Close it back. And this smells pretty strong, but okay, here we go. So you see it takes more rubbing. Again, I only had one coat of nail polish and I didn't have a top coat on it, but it's still coming off cleanly. And that's one of the things why for years I avoided having colours on my nails other than like airbrushing or simple designs, because I always hated the stain, the colour remnants of on my nails. But either nail polishes have improved significantly, or the acrylic acts as a barrier or something, but I don't seem to have the problem of staining. You'll have seen from some of my videos I've had blues and I've had red. Red was my biggest fear actually, because I thought that maybe that would stain it, but it didn't. And this acetone, it's actually catching the back of my throat. I can feel that it's quite strong, whereas the dip and twist one wasn't. I didn't smell that at all. Yeah, that's not bad. And my thumbs are my longest and largest nails. So when people actually think that my nails are long, to me they're not, to be honest. And as my nail technician always points out to people who ask her, who are curious, my nail bed is very long anyway, whereas a lot of people, their nail bed is quite small. It may be down there. So my nail bed on its own, I don't know how long it is. I'll measure it one day actually. It's quite long and it's quite broad as well. So there you go, that's 5 down, 5 to go. You can actually see, don't know if you can see that, there's drying on my nails. Now I don't know if that's the acetone, I really don't, if that's the nail polish remover that's caused that, and if so, which one, I don't know. Now again, I'm not a nail technician, but I have lived with these nails for a long time, so I do some general self-care And I just love a smooth nail. Oh, it just feels great. And my nails just seem to be growing. I have started a new health and well-being sort of program. I wouldn't call it I'm not on a diet or anything like that. I am looking after myself more, and my nails just seem to be very receptive to the new me. And that's all I've done. Just smooth them off a bit, and I'll do the other hand as well. Something therapeutic about this as well, actually. Quite like it. And I've already got my cuticle oil lined up. And I'm going to also show you what else I do before I do that. Because I've got acrylic overlay on my nails, and although I don't really wash dishes very often or anything, my hands are still in water, obviously, when I'm showering and all of that. So there you go. And what I've started to do, and I don't even know how often I do this, maybe once a month. And there's hardly anything in here, actually. I need to get a new one of these. But it's I think I got it from Holland & Barrett, which is a health and wellbeing store in the UK. And it's just Dr. Organic Tea Tree purifying nail solution. So I know that you get various forms of tea tree oil, but I chose this one, and because obviously the inside of my nail is my natural nail, whereas it's the acrylic on the outside, there's no point, in my opinion, in putting tea tree oil on the outside of my nail, because I'd be just putting it on the acrylic, which is a man-made product. So just, it's not like painting your nails, so you don't have to be, precise about it. I'm just feeding, if feeding is the right word. I'm sure somebody will correct me. But because this is for nails, to me, it makes sense to put it on my nails, and I just put it on the inside. And maybe this has contributed to the strengthening and growth of my nails, I don't know. But there you can almost see it just glistening. So that's that, and we're coming into the home stretch, nearly there. I can see all the dust on this, so I'm just going to fold that over so that I don't get that back on my hands. And then this is something from OPI or OP, I don't know how you choose to pronounce it, a cuticle reviser oil, and this is lavender, and I got this from my nail salon, and I think it was, I honestly don't know, because I think I just added it to my bill, but I can find out how much it was and put it in the comments. And obviously this is on the top because obviously that's where your cuticles are, but also because of the slight gap there between the acrylic and my nail. It's important to do that, to keep them soft, because I do notice sometimes the skin around my nails gets quite dry sometimes, but again, that could be down to the amount of water I put in, my diet in terms of something I've eaten that I shouldn't have, which I often do, and the products that I've just used, i.e. the remover. I love this little pen because it's just so precise. I've had this for a couple of months, so it lasts quite a while. How often do I use this? I really couldn't say because I don't do it religiously. And again, I've only just started to paint my own nails, so I'm more conscious of what they look like and the care and the routine that I'm doing. So just rub that in a bit, only because I just don't like it to be sat there forever. So that's that. And then finally I will use some, this is just extra virgin olive oil, which is amazing for the skin. I use this all over, to be honest, but especially on my hands. So I've got these little travel containers all over the house and in my handbag, and so wherever I am I can just rub it in and just rub it onto the nails. And then what I would do, I won't do it on this particular video, but what I would usually do once I've allowed that to just soak in a bit is within the next half an hour or so, I would either put a base coat on, just a standard base coat, or a standard top coat, but just something on the bare nail so that it's got a covering on it, but you'll still see the colour, or non-colour as it were, my bare nails, which I know a lot of you like to see. So there you have it. So thank you very much for your time. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video as much as possible, and until next time, bye.